Let's talk about Manchester United because they brought in a lot of players and a criminal, which is really good of them.
Yeah, it's making a big splash. A lot of news. Obviously, Cristiano Ronaldo leaves Juve, signs with Manchester United after the rumors of him possibly going to Manchester City.
Yeah, my guy was like, I ain't going nowhere. How dare you disrespect me and my family by saying I'm leaving Juventus? And then as he's packing the bags.
But this is, I think the question here is how much of an impact and difference is Cristiano Ronaldo going to make outside of the nostalgia of bringing back a guy who was, a superstar at Manchester United for 6 years.
I mean, everybody's doing a reboot, right? Everybody's getting a reboot. Now Manchester United
no original scripts anymore? Okay.
Damn.
Another Marvel movie? Okay. We're doing this again.
Yo, everybody gets a reboot, including early 2000s Manchester United. I just think this is, I mean, look, if we're going to remove everything else about the player and just think of it as a player, you've got what probably is one of the most, it's hard to say the best, right? Because there were so many great players that have played for it, but probably one of the most high profile players to ever come through your club or to be at your club, to come back. That often feels kind of fun. You got like when Alan Shearer went back to, Newcastle to manage. A lot like that. It didn't work out. He didn't save them from being relegated. That's kind of how I feel about this move. It just doesn't seem like, I mean, look, he's not a bad player. I'm not going to put it that way, but this just doesn't seem like the move Manchester United need.
Yeah, I that's kind of what it feels like. It feels not like a footballing move. It feels like an Instagram collab. You know what I mean? They're really trying to.
They got themselves an influencer.
Cross-pollinate for some reason.
Let's get your brand and our brand and together. That's kind of how it feels. Look, I'm not saying he's not going to score. So we were having this conversation before. If the goal total for the end of the season, just Premier League, not all competitions, is 15 over under for Cristiano Ronaldo. How do you answer that, right? Like, as a player, is he good enough to score 15 goals? Yeah. Are they going to maybe force him the ball a little bit because it's Cristiano Ronaldo?
Yeah, who's going to take the penalties? We know Bruno is the designated penalty kick taker.
He don't do nothing else. I mean, let the guy do the penalties. Yeah.
I think it's going to be under. I don't see him scoring more than 15 Premier League goals. I think you can do it in Serie A. It is, it's not some, quote unquote farmers league or whatever. But the level of competition is, and especially the level of defending. I mean, you look at the defenders. Italy used to be, the defending was like its identity, right? And it was like,
the Catenaccio.
Yeah. So, but there's the Burnleys. You know what I mean? There's just the dudes like the lads that are out here.
Some of these clubs field 11 defenders, dude. Like Burnley.
So they're not even trying. A little bit different. I don't see him scoring that many. Do I think he's going to help Manchester United? Yes. I mean, there's gonna be moments that we'll see where and he's provided those moments where that they're simply like, wow, nobody else could have scored that goal in that particular moment.
Could you see this go badly?
Yes, I mean I could already see it. Look, because the focus was like this, in my opinion, like a very strong, like a business decision to some degree.
Right.
Look, it's interesting seeing the way the media is even handling it all, because he is going to be asked those questions about those charges and allegations
it's the English media. They're just waiting.
But it's interesting how in Italy it was handled a certain way, in Spain it was handled a certain way. In England, you see even like some media outlets like deleting tweets that are critical or asking the questions. There's Manchester United fans that are in a tough spot. They're like, well, I don't know how I should feel about the club given this man's history and stuff like that. So there's gonna be a lot at play. And look, do I think he's been able to ignore it all? I think he'll be fine, but the people around him, it might be a bit of a distraction. So in that regard, I could see it going badly.
Yeah, if you look at it from a strictly, and I'm interested to see what the English media do with that, because I agree with you. There are some people who are just like, no, let's pretend this isn't happening, at least for that beginning, that honeymoon period. But the moment he misses like a big penalty or something, they're going to be like, I told you not to, not to bring him in. The dude is illegal, But what I'm interested in is whether that's going to make up that gap that's going to beat Manchester City. And I know Manchester City hasn't had the greatest start to their season, but when you look at, they did beat Arsenal 5-0, so maybe everything's calmed down. But when you look at whether these types of players, the Sancho deal makes them better, the Varane deal makes them better, I'm not sure this deal puts them over the hump. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it does. Ole Gunnar's got a hell of a task because that's a lot of personalities in one dressing room. Good luck. Good luck, buddy.